And we are live. Hello, everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my speaking skills series. In this class, we're going to work on the speaking skill of how to say what you've done, how to talk about your recent experiences. We're going to stick to normal, everyday kinds of experiences, and that way you'll be able to use this in a very, very practical way. More about that in just a minute. First, let me just do a quick introduction, and then we'll get started. Let me get my name on the board first. Right here. There we go. Whoops. Let me see if I can restart the Hangout, because I think... Let's see if there's any problem. Oh, no, we're good. Someone's here. Okay, we're okay. So, quick introduction. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal, to bring you this class. By the way, if you click on the link in the Verbling chat window, it'll take you here to my profile page, where you can follow me on the left to see my upcoming classes, and you can book a private session or tutoring package on the right, where it says Book Now. If you do that, I will create a personalized learning plan to help get you to your specific goals as soon as possible. So if you're interested, just send me a message and we'll figure out what to do, and I'll find time for you in my schedule. So that's a little bit about me. Here is the material we're going to work on. As always, if you'd like to see this up close, here is a link so you can download material yourself. What we're going to be talking about today is recent experiences. You're going to use a particular verb tense to talk about the past, one that is particular to English and rather tricky, the present perfect. And we're going to look at different situations where things have happened. You'll have to describe them. We're going to look at different sorts of vocabulary to talk about everyday things. And then you'll have a chance to try this out on your own and talk about your experiences. Let's see if we can get started. I just want to see who's out there and make sure your microphones are working. So I saw Lena first. Hello, Lena. How are you today?
Hello, John Eric. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very good, very good. You're a little bit quiet. Are you far from the microphone?
No, I changed my phone, and it's not my notebook. Maybe it's a problem. I don't know how to change the voice.
Okay.
Is it quiet? Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you're using the. It sounds like you're not using headphones and a mouth microphone. It sounds like you're using the computer microphone. I can hear you though, so we'll try it for today. Okay, so Lena's here and her microphone's working. Then I saw, where is Constantine? Constantine? No, it's Christian. Sorry, Christian. Hello, Christian. How are you?
Good morning, John Eric. How are you today also? Yes, I'm very good. Thank you very much. Thank you for asking.
Wow, that was very loud and very clear.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. We have Mr. Antonio Romeo Mopel. Mopel or Mopé?
Mopel.
Mopel. Hello, Antonio. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine, thank you. Hello, everyone.
So, you've been here before, Antonio?
Yes, I think I have a couple of classes with you.
Right. And where are you from? Just remind me.
I'm from Spain.
Whereabouts in Spain?
The north of Spain,
south?
from Zaragoza.
Zaragoza. Okay, okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, I remember a little bit. I can't remember when the last time you were here, but I remember your name. Okay, excellent. Who else is out there? Mr. Jose, how are you?
Hello,
Mr.
Hello, Mr. John. Couldn't be better.
Very good. Very good. Me neither. And Rebecca, how are you today?
I'm fine, good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Carmen's back. Hello, Carmen. How are you? Let me just check your microphone, Carmen. Are you out there?
Yeah, sorry. Good morning to everybody in the room.
Good morning. Excellent. And long time no see, Vincenzo. How are you, Vincenzo?
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Very good, very good.
Long time no see. Yes.
You've been working on your Spanish, haven't you?
Yes, and also in my Spanish. Sometimes I go in my English classes, and sometimes in Spanish classes.
Okay, very good. Nice to have you back. So let's start here, everyone. Remember, if you need a copy of that material, I put it in both chat windows. You can, if you can't see it, open it in a new window or a new tab and take a look. And just ask me if you lose the page. But let's take a look at the picture before we do anything. I want you to tell me, is this what a typical dinner looks like in your house? What do you think, Carmen? Is this what dinner time looks like in Valencia?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that. Sometimes it does, though.
Okay.
We are four, you know. Sometimes things we get a little bit heat up, but not as quite as that.
Not quite as bad as this. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So Vincenzo, tell me what you see in this picture. Let's start with just looking at what's going on before we get to how to say what you've done. Tell me some things you see in the picture.
Yes, it seems a Pacific meeting in the family about a budget table. They're having dinner, but they don't seem so Pacific because there is two boys that are fighting on the table, and
on the table, right?
Yes, on the table, fighting boxing.
Boxing.
Yeah, boxing on the table, and it's a very dynamic meeting.
It is.
And a little girl is showing, I don't know, something, a piece of paper, but I don't know what's about.
Oh, that's an iPhone, I think.
An iPhone? No.
In the back. Oh.
On the left.
Yeah. That's because it's the first round of the boxing match.
The first round, yes. Fantastic, yes, fantastic. Yes. There is another girl that is playing with his cellular, with smartphone. It's very quiet on the chair. A man is not very happy on the left. He's very angry. It seems very angry. I don't know why. Yes.
Because he put money on the losing boxer, I think.
Yes.
I think that's why he's upset.
Yes. A man on the back, on the right, right, is having I don't know, a fork or a knife
it's a fork
on his right hand. So it seems very
And one thing I would correct you on, instead of saying Pacific, we would say peaceful.
Peaceful, yes. That's interesting.
Right, very good.
There is a good, how can I say, tacchino. How do you say tacchino? Not chicken, it's a big chicken.
Turkino.
Turkey.
Turkey.
A good turkey on the table, on the center of the table.
Right. Turkino is turkey, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking about the things on the table, let's see, Lena, what else can you see directly on the table beside the turkey? Let's talk about some of the objects in the room. Lena, what do you see on the table besides the turkey?
On the table, besides, I see a lot of. I see 6 plates.
There are some plates, right? There are some plates.
And, I see bottles, 2 bottles. 3 bottles of wine, I think.
Three what of wine? 3
glasses or bottles.
No, glasses.
Okay.
Right.
Of wine. I think this guy is drinking.
Yeah,
And,
I think so too.
And girl. Guys and girls are pretty.
Right. Let's see if there's anything else we've missed here. Let me call on, let's see, Christian, is there anything we've missed that we could describe in this picture so far? Anything you would add?
No, I think it's a dinner. It's very funny dinner. And I think you have a long lady at the left of the image, of the picture. She counts the rounds.
Yeah.
But I think it's a very pleasant dinner. We are not habit for like this dinner, you know.
It depends on where you live. When I grew up, this was pretty normal.
Ah, okay. But round boxes in the table, it's not so common, you know.
In my family, it was.
Yeah. Oh. The teacher is not here. The teacher disappeared.
Yes, vanished.
Vincenzo, what's your favorite team, football team?
Yes, no, I must say that I left my favorite team when it was Turin, when the airplane fell down, you know. So from that time, I don't have a favorite team. I must say Rome, no, the football team of Rome here, but it's not the same that my old favorite football team. You understand? You remember when an airplane fall down in Turin with all the players?
I'm sorry about that, everyone. I got kicked out. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but I got kicked out. Anyway, I'm back.
Have you had a match with someone else?
No. I had a boxing match with Google. Me and Google like to fight sometimes. Okay, what you saw on the table. So you have vocabulary, but just in case you don't, let's get it clear, because when we talk about the objects in the room, we can also talk about things we've done with those objects, which is the goal for today, using the present perfect. So I'm going to go around the room, and I just want you to match the object to the word, and then I might go around the room again and ask you for some other things around your house. So let's start by just matching. Antonio, can you match number 1? What is that object?
Number 1 is plate.
It is. Is there another word for plate that you don't see?
Yes.
Say again?
Dish.
Dish, right. A plate is flash. A flash. What language am I speaking? A plate, flat. A dish could be a little deeper, a little bit less flat. But yes, plate and dish. The plates, plural. And what do we call all the plates in the house, especially if they're expensive? Carmen, what do we call the set of plates that you put on the dinner table, especially when they're nice? Do you know that special word?
Cutlery?
It's also the name of the country where the material comes from. So if you can think of the country, you got it.
Say what? Cutlery and crockery, something like that? So I can't remember.
Cutlery, I guess, would be more like knives and forks, I guess.
Or the China cutlery.
That's the word I'm thinking of.
Okay, then.
If it's really nice, made of porcelain, or at least it looks like porcelain, we call it china. That's the set of dishes, or the set of plates. Okay?
Excuse me, teacher, a question. How do you call the plate where it's possible to eat the soup?
Huh?
No,
that's what he said before. You got dish. Got a dish if it's a little bit deep, right? We've got bowl if it's very deep and round.
A bowl.
Probably a bowl, yeah.
Huh.
And then we've got Well, let's do the rest of the matching, and then we'll get to the rest of it. Not soup plate, because a plate will always be very flat. Okay?
Yeah.
So we got plate from Antonio, china from Carmen. Christian, what's number 2?
Number 2, it's a cup.
Number 2 is a cup. That's right.
Yeah.
And we can say specifically a coffee cup or a tea cup.
For mug, for example.
And if it's big, it'll be a mug, right? Yeah. If it's big, it'll be mug. But that's not a mug. That's little. If a mug, you can fit 3 fingers into the handle. A little cup, you can fit 1 finger into the handle. That's how you know the difference, if there's a handle. So a teacup or a coffee cup is probably 1 finger.
And you can say it also bowl?
Not for that, no.
No.
Bowls don't have handles.
Okay.
Oops, did I spell that right? Yeah, you can see handles in the chat window. Okay, so far so good. Jose, what about number 3? Is that a cup for number 3?
No. Number 3 is a glass.
It is a glass. How many kinds of glasses can you think of besides that one glass? Like, what kind of glass is that, Jose? What would you put in that glass?
You can put some kind of liquid, water, lemonade, lemonade, wine.
Right.
It's not the best glass to put wine, but you can put wine inside this glass.
You could, but I wouldn't. I would put water. I'd say it's more of a water glass.
Yes.
Okay.
This glass is more specific for water.
And if it's a wine glass, it has a stem, like a plant.
Yes.
A stem, and you can hold the wine glass by the stem. I don't know if that's the real name, but that's what I call it. You know, the part that goes down and rests on the table. There might be a better word for it, but I say stem kind of like a plant has a stem. A water glass won't. A water glass will just be like, you know, that what's the shape? That rounded shape without a stem, and it'll sit directly on the table. Water glasses are big. Wine glasses are probably a little smaller, if at least it's red wine. Okay.
Wine glass is smaller.
A little smaller, good. Okay. Cutlery, Carmen, for me, is really just silverware. It's another way to say silverware that is not necessarily silver. We say silverware because we usually think of it looking metallic or silver colored. But cutlery has the word cut in it, so I wouldn't extend that for plates, though. Crockery is all those big things like pots, you know, pots, pans. Usually, but the crockery would be made out of clay or something that you can put in the oven, I would think. Okay, so I don't think it would be made out of porcelain because it wouldn't withstand the heat. But I think those 2 words are related to silverware and pots, not pans, but big pots you can cook things in or bake in. Lena, what do you think about number 4? Number 4, that's easy, right?
Yes, it's easy. It's a spoon.
Number 4 is definitely a spoon.
Yeah.
Rebecca, number 5?
Just a moment.
Number 5. Where is number 5?
At the bottom? The one.
I can't see it, sorry, because of the icons.
To the right. To the right of the spoon, what do we have?
It's a fork.
It is absolutely a fork. And Vincenzo, number 6, to the right of the fork, we have a
knife.
It is a knife.
A knife, yes.
All right. Just out of curiosity, class, do we have different kinds of knives? But by the way, we're gonna call that. There's many words for this. Let's first get the vocabulary. So we can say, as Carmen said, cutlery. We can say silverware, particularly if it's metallic colored, metal colored. It doesn't have to be extra silver. Or we can say utensils. Utensils. That's another way to say it. A utensil could be knife, fork, and spoon, or a utensil could be the little things you use to put sugar in your coffee, the little metal things, or the things you use to put the salad from the bowl into the plate. Those are also utensils. Specifically, those are called tongs, salad tongs. I don't have a picture here. So utensils is a more general word. Silverware is exactly what you see in 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Hopefully that's clear. Back to Antonio for number 7. What is number 7?
Number 7 is sink.
It is a sink. And Antonio, what's at the top of the sink? That metal thing at the top of the sink.
At the top of the sink is the...
Do you know the word?
I can't remember the word.
We call it the tap.
The tap. Okay, yes, the tap.
Yeah.
Yes.
In American English, we can also call it the faucet. So we got 2 different words for it.
There's an echo here.
Okay, let me just put it in the chat here. Whoops. Oops, hold on. By the way, I'm getting a big echo from you, Antonio, so make sure your other windows are closed, except the Hangout. Okay? Alright. So, Antonio, I'm going to turn off your mic. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because I'm getting a big echo. Probably either you're not wearing headphones, or you are, and there's a second window open, so you're hearing my voice. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so we got faucet, we got tap. So remember, what we're really doing here is looking at objects that we're going to talk about when we talk about everyday things and use the present perfect. So something else that we have to do in the house is take care of services. Okay, so same thing. Let's just match the services. I'm also going to give you some extra vocabulary. All right? So let's start with Mr. Vincenzo. What service is number 8? Let's start there.
Number 8. Number 8 is the tap water. It's water from the tap.
But what service is it? When I say service, I mean...
service, yes.
Yeah,
water
right.
Service.
It's the water service. It's
Water
something
service.
you have to pay for, right?
Yes.
And you're right. That's
why we say tap water. Water.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And that thing at the top is a tap. You can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Rebecca, what service is number 9? This is easy, of course, but let's say it anyway. What service is number 9?
Number 9 is electricity.
Okay, good. And let's get a little vocabulary. What do we call that object in number 9, Rebecca?
Ball.
Yeah, you're close. You're close.
Ball, something like that. But instead of
bulb.
Bowl. Yeah, with
Bulb.
Could you write it, please?
I'm trying.
Yeah, bulb. Bulb. Yeah.
1 second. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'm trying to write it. It's not letting me. There we go. Can you see it?
Yeah. Thank you.
So you can say bulb or light bulb.
Bulb. The pronunciation is bulb.
Yeah, but don't say the L. There's no L. It's
okay.
written, but it's not. So you say bulb. Bulb.
Bulb.
Right. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you. Bulb.
Lena, what service is number 10?
Bulb. Number 10 is heating service.
I can't hear you. One more time.
Do you hear me? Yeah?
Yeah, it's better, yes.
Yes, it's a heating service.
It is the heating service or just the heating. You don't even need to say service. Just the water, the electricity, the heating. Always with the.
Heating. The
right.
Heating.
And do you know what that object is called in number 10?
Yes, a heater, maybe electrical heater.
No, not an electrical heater. It's actually a radiator. A radiator.
Okay.
And here's the difference. A radiator gives off heat and usually is steam powered. It's hot water and the humidity fills the room. it could be electric. There are electric radiators. There are. This one looks more. This one could be electric, but usually they're actually steam powered and they're built directly into the walls of old houses. But anyway, if you can move it around, it's probably a heater because it's a local thing that you can move. If it's built into the wall, the old name was radiator, and it's probably steam powered, and you get the heat from hot water. Okay, but you should know the word radiator because it's a good vocabulary word, especially in old buildings. Not that old either. You know, even 30, 40 years ago, you'd have houses with radiators. But anyway, so that's a radiator. A heater is probably more like, you know, it's got butane in it. It's like gas. That would be a heater for me. But they can have electric ones too. Okay, so we've got tap, bulb, and radiator. Let's go to number 11. Jose, what service is number 11?
The name of the service is the gas.
The gas, right. Just the gas.
Yeah, I see cooking gas. It's not cooking electric. It's a cooking gas.
Okay. Now, do you know the name of that part where the flame comes out? The thing you put the pot on. Do you know the name of that in English?
I don't know. I think this part has an specific name.
It does. Does anyone know the name of that before I tell you?
It's that kitchen partner, so ring, so...
Flame is the fire, flame, but I don't know the part.
Right. So, Carmen, what was the word you said? I couldn't hear you.
Kitchen burners, or rings burners, I don't know.
Right. So, there's actually 3 things I would say. Burner is right. You can call it the range. The part on the top is the range. And some people will call it a grill because of that metal piece that holds the pot above the burner. Right? That's a grill. Now, it's not really a grill. Oh, what's that noise? Oh my God. Carmen, what's happening out there?
Here?
Yeah. Is that you with the trumpets?
Oh no, the trumpet is, my son is playing the trumpet, sorry. That.
Okay, okay. Okay, tell him that practice makes perfect. Because I can hear him in the background.
To me, John, is more like a burner, no?
Yes, you see 2 burners in the picture?
Yes, I see 2 burners.
And all the burners together are called the range on the top of the stove.
All the burner range. But,
yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea why we say the word range. I really don't know. But anyway, that's what we call it. Okay, now that you know some objects, everyday objects, what I want you to do is I want you to start talking about things you can do with these objects. So let's take a quick look at the sentences in exercise 2. How many endings can you think of for each sentence? For example, number 1, I've turned on the gas. I could also say, if you go back to number 11, I've turned on the, what was that word for number 11?
11 was the burner.
Burner, right. Yeah. Right. So number 1 could be, I've turned on the burner. I've turned on the burner.
The burner. Yeah.
Notice in these sentences, I'm not saying when I did it. I'm just talking about an experience from the recent past or earlier in the day. Could be a minute ago or could be 5 hours ago, but it's the recent past. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so I want each of you to take a sentence and see if you can come up with an ending related to the pictures you've just seen. Okay, so let's start with Antonio.
It is possible.
Number 2, I've washed.
I washed the cook.
The cook? The cook is the man at your house who makes your food. I hope you have not...
The cooker. I was the cooker.
The cooker.
I think the cook can wash himself. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so Antonio, in British English, I have washed the cooker. It's okay. In American English, I've washed the stove. In American English,
okay.
I've washed the stove. And I'll put cooker in parentheses for UK English because that is what they say. I say stove. Excellent. Okay. Carmen, I've cleaned. Think about the pictures or think about your experience? I've cleaned.
The silverware.
I've cleaned the silverware. Yeah, great. It may be even better instead of clean. I've polished the silverware. Sure.
Okay, I polished.
Okay,
yes.
good. Christian, number 4. I've done.
I've done. I have done the dishes.
I've done the dishes. Exactly.
Yeah.
I've done the dishes means I have washed.
I washed the dishes, yes.
You should know a little bit of a British English here. I've done the dishes is American English. It's okay. You should also know that in British English, they say I've done the washing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done the washing up. They call the soap washing up liquid. We call it soap. They call it washing up liquid for the phrasal verb to wash up. All right. Let's see. Jose, number 5.
I've fed my son.
I fed my son. No, your son is not an animal. You have not fed your son.
Ah, okay. I fed my dog.
I fed my dog. Right.
Okay. This expression is used for animals, no for
Exactly.
person. Okay.
Exactly.
I know.
Because people actually feed themselves.
Yes, but if my son is
Child.
is very child is it was born no so it was born 2 days ago or 3 days ago. I have to feed him, no?
Yes, I think we could say it. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, probably we would say, because, I don't
feed
know.
my baby, or no, it's not possible.
Yeah. No, it's possible. Yeah, you can say it.
Okay.
I guess, see, I don't have any, so I don't really know what we would say. But
I've given to it. I've given to it.
No, I'm thinking like what would we say in English? I guess we'd say.
Yeah, but I heard that before. I said I have to feed the baby, meaning that he's so little, you have to feed him.
Right. Yeah. No, yeah. You can definitely say it. I'm just thinking if there's a more specific thing we might say, like.
But can't you say?
Give the bottle.
I've given to it. I've given it.
Given what?
I've given something to eat to make.
No. I think in this case, I think Carmen's right. If the baby, or Jose is right, if the baby is so young that he or she can't feed him or herself, then you have to say, I'm going to feed the baby. So yeah, no, it's okay. It's all right. So yes. But you got to be careful how you say it, because we normally think of feeding the dog. That's why, if your son is 30, then don't say
you are not accustomed to feed the child a little bit.
They feed by himself.
Are you married, Chad?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
So you are not accustomed to feed the little baby.
Yeah, but I said I don't have any, at least not that I know of. So
Okay.
you never know. Anyway,
Okay.
look at number 6. This one is Rebecca. Let's go to you. We haven't heard from you in a while. Look at number 6. I've watered. What have you watered, Rebecca?
Number 6, I've watered. Oh, yes.
What would you say?
I put more water in milk. So now it's less tested.
But I didn't hear the ending. I've watered what? We need a thing. I've watered the...
I've watered the... I don't know.
Well, what needs water in your house, Rebecca?
Water the floor.
What needs water?
What? I don't understand, sorry.
Plants,
In the
flowers.
kitchen.
Regar, Rebecca, regar.
Yeah.
I know, but regar o aguar también. You know, get a dish less tested with water.
So what Christian wrote in the chat window would be good. I've watered the garden. Absolutely. I've watered the garden.
Okay, I've got the garden. I didn't know that. I thought it was just for dishes.
Yeah. No. That's why you're here, Rebecca. Now you know. Now you know.
Oh yes, now I know. A new thing now. More.
Right. Getting your money's worth. Rebecca, let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have plants in your house?
My parents' house, a lot.
Yeah. Exactly. So who waters the plants?
Where is the plants? Where are the plants?
No. Who waters the plants?
My mom, of course. I never.
Okay, great. So, but that is something you could ask her. Mom, have you watered the plants? Because this plant looks like it needs water. It looks like it's dry. Have you watered the plants? Okay, so here, water is definitely a verb. To water.
Regar.
Okay, I know. So, okay, yeah, and you just said José's regar. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Okay, now that you got the idea, I want you to take a look at the life of a typical teenager. Remember when you were all teenagers? Remember?
Oh yes.
Yeah. When you would, when your parents asked you if you have fed the dog or if you've done the dishes, was your answer yes I have or no I haven't? Just out of curiosity. Were you all good kids? Were you all well behaved? When your parents asked you to do something as a teenager, did you do it? Or did you find an excuse not to do it?
In my case, I'll try to find an excuse.
Oh, we know about you. Jose, we know all about you.
I don't...
We know how you operate, Jose. We know.
I have to do it in my case, always.
You were a good girl, right, Rebecca?
I never ran away.
There you go. Okay, well, let's take a look at the life of a typical teenager, and we'll move into the present perfect a little more in detail. Now, this really well, okay, so because the print is really small. If necessary, please click on this link so you can read this, okay? I want to read this together once, and then what we're going to do centers around what this girl has done and hasn't done. So it's important that we get an idea about what she's doing and what she's avoiding, okay? So please click that link if you're not able to read the text and open it in a new window or a new tab, okay? So let's take A, B, C, and D. Let's start with Antonio and Carmen. Antonio, you're going to be Lisa. Carmen, you're going to be the parents in this case. Okay? Let's read through it. A to D. Are you ready? Are you ready, Antonio?
Okay. Hello.
Hi, Lisa. It's Mom here. Is everything okay? How's the house?
It's fine.
Have you fed Toby?
Yes.
And have you taken him for a walk?
Yes.
Okay, good so far. Wait. Let's switch it up. Christian and Jose. We're going to do it in pairs. Christian, you are Lisa, and Jose, you are Mom. Go for it, Christian.
Okay. It's a E, huh? Okay.
E, F, and G.
E, F, and G. Okay. It's not my turn, you know. And have your materials, and you have watered the plants.
Yes.
Okay. And the cactus.
Yes, I mean no. I haven't watered the cactus.
Oh, good girl. And have you kept the kitchen clean?
Yes, I have washed up and put everything away, and I've cleaned the floor.
Okay, and look at the picture in the background.
Yeah.
Did she really do that? I don't think so.
Yes. I think, the plant.
All right, all right. By the way, Christian, we're getting a big echo from your connection. Okay, so just make sure all the windows are closed except the Hangout, because we're hearing a big echo. All right, let's go to Lena and Rebecca. Okay, Lena, you're going to be, I think Mum speaks first. You're going to be Mum. Rebecca, you're going to be Lisa. Go for it, Lena.
Okay. What's that noise? You haven't invited all your friends for a party, I hope.
Well, this is too small, but I try. No, don't. It's just a TV program.
Hang on one second. I gotta mute Christian for a second because we're getting a big echo.
Yes.
Okay, Christian, just keep the microphone off for a minute because we're hearing. I can't hear anyone. Let's try that again. Okay, Lena, take it away one more time.
What's that noise? You haven't invited all your friends for a party, I hope.
No, don't worry. It's just a TV program. Just a moment. Shh. I turn it off. It's me. Okay, I can see. Okay, have you turned on the...
No, that's Mum. Go ahead, Lena.
Okay.
Letter I.
Okay. Have you turned on the heating?
We've decided to come home early.
No. You're at the bottom, Rebecca.
Okay. No, because I can't see because of the icons. Okay.
Okay. So I'll read the bottom. Lisa says, yes. Anyway, Mom, how's the holiday? And Mom says,
oh, we've decided to come home early. We'll be there in 10 minutes.
And Lisa says,
What?
What? Very good. Has this ever happened to you? Has this ever happened to anyone when you were a kid?
I think it's a common situation in young age.
So.
This happened to me when I was young.
Really?
Really. I was very surprised when my parents came into the house.
Oh my goodness. Did you have your friends over?
No, we stayed there all together.
My parents knew better than to come home without calling first. Give me at least an hour to completely clean the house, Very wise decision on their part. Very wise. All right. So here's what I want to ask you. Think about what happened with Lisa right now. Think about that for a second. And what we're going to do here is I want you to see if you could just say the correct, I want you to choose the correct verb in each case. Notice in number 1 it says Lisa's fed, hasn't fed the dog. Remember, the S in Lisa's, first of all, you have to say it like a Z, Lisa's. And second, that S goes with fed. You wouldn't say Lisa's hasn't fed, right? The S is the verb to have that connects with fed. So when you say your answer, don't add an extra S if you're choosing the second verb. Okay? Let's go to Mr. Vincenzo for number 1. Think about the cartoon we just saw, and what do you think is the right response in number 1? What's the right verb? Can you say it for us? Uh-oh, I don't hear Vincenzo. Vincenzo, are you out there? Going once? Going twice? No.
Here, okay.
Ah, there you go.
I was muted.
Okay.
I think Lisa hasn't fed the dog.
Correct. Toby was the dog, and Toby is very hungry. Very good.
Very hungry,
oh,
yes.
Excellent.
Antonio, remember me to
what would you
my dog teacher.
Yes, don't forget to feed your dog. Very important. Antonio, what would you say for number 2?
She hasn't taken the dog for a walk.
Good. Say it again. She
hasn't taken the dog for a walk.
Look again. It doesn't say take. Look again. 2 syllables.
I don't know. It
doesn't say take. That's one syllable. It says...
She hasn't taken.
Yes. There you go.
Okay. She
hasn't taken.
Okay.
Taken is the third form. Take, took, taken. 1, 2, 3. It's the third form. Okay? Carmen, what would you say for number 3?
She hasn't watered the cactus.
She hasn't watered the cactus. She said... What did she say? Did she say yes or no? She said, and the cactus...
She said, yes, I mean no.
Ah, right. Yeah. You're right. So she hasn't watered the cactus. Okay. Christian, let's test your microphone. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Is it better now?
Let's see. Yeah, I don't hear an echo. Good. So let's take number 4, Christian.
Yeah. Look at picture and
No, number 4. Number 4 inside of exercise 4.
Number 4 is... okay. She kept the house clean. She hasn't kept the clothes clean. I don't know.
Well, which is it? Look at the cartoon. Think about the cartoon. Take a look. Is the house clean? Yes or no?
No.
No. So?
Oops, I don't see the slide. She don't clean the house. I don't know. No, I don't. No.
Look at slide 6. See where we are on slide 6?
Slide 6.
We're on slide 6, exercise 4, number 4. And I've got it on screen. Hopefully you can see it on screen right now. Can you see it?
No, I passed my turn. Yeah.
Well, wait. But what's wrong? What do you see on the screen right now, Christian?
At the line 4, huh? You said.
Yeah, that's it. Line 4, right?
She hasn't kept.
Right. Which is it? Kept or hasn't kept?
She hasn't kept.
That's correct. Good.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to say she don't, because that would not be the right verb tense.
But sorry, I disconnect my connection. I was not with you, you know. Okay. She hasn't kept the house clean. Sorry.
Right. All of this is based on the cartoon. So you can see the picture based on slide 5. Okay, very good, very good. Last one. Where are we? We're up to Jose for number 5.
Okay, number 5. She invited all her friends for a party.
She's invited, right? Say it like a Z. She's invited.
She's invited all her friends for a party. She's invited.
Careful though, because I'm hearing a sh, but I want to hear a z. She's. Right. Well, wait a second. Hold on. Slow down.
Okay.
Slow down. Wait. First, there's the sh in the she, and then there's the z, which is between she and invited. So listen and repeat.
Okay.
She's invited.
She's invited.
Perfect.
She's invited.
That's it.
Invited. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. So let's see. How much time do we have? Let me see if we can. I'm going to jump ahead really quickly. This is not really a grammar class, but I do just quickly want to do a review of the present perfect. So I'm going to ask you just to fill in the missing words to make sure that you understand the form and the use. Okay? So look at the first column of this chart. I've cleaned the floor. That's the positive. I haven't cleaned the floor. That's the negative. Have you cleaned the floor? That's a question. In the second column, she's washed up. That's the positive. Rebecca, what is the middle in the second column? The middle box in the second column, which is the negative row. Look at the negative row in the second column. What should the answer be?
The second column.
Second column, middle.
The negative. She has.
Same verb. We're going to use the verb to wash up. I just want to know the negative form.
Okay, I get it. Okay, she hasn't.
Good.
She hasn't washed up. Washed up.
Perfect. Perfect, and pronunciation good too, because it's washed, like you said. Very good, very good.
Thank you.
In the middle column at the bottom, has she washed up? All you need to do is put the verb first. Has goes before the subject. So, Vincenzo,
Yes.
look at the first box on the right column.
Yes.
Notice the verb. The verb is there in the middle. So what goes on top?
Yes. This is the positive form.
Right.
They fed the dog.
Perfect. They've fed. Good. Past
yes, past perfect. They have fed the dog.
Good. And make sure you use a contraction. They've fed the dog. Always use a contraction when you're speaking.
Yes,
right?
It's very used not to the contract form is very used, very.
It's all the time. We always use it. All the time.
Yeah, good.
Okay, very good.
They've fed the dog.
They have. Good, good. The negative, they haven't fed. It's there for you, right? Yeah. Antonio, what would you put in the last box in the right column, the question form? What would you put in the last box in the right column, Antonio?
I can see it. The short answer. I don't know.
So look at the column on the right. On the screen, do you see the column on the right?
The column, the dog.
The dog, right. Okay, so this.
Have they fed the dog?
Have they?
Feed the dog.
Feed or fed?
Have they fed the dog? Fed the dog.
That's it. Have they fed the dog? Good. I've noticed that some of my Spanish speakers have trouble with the letter G. So let's be clear about this. It's not dog.
Yeah.
It's dog.
Dog.
That's right. You need to have the g at the end. Have they fed the dog? Good.
Have they fed the dog?
And if it's a yes or no question, look at the short answers. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Yes, she has. No, they haven't. So Antonio, has she fed the dog? Give me a short answer. Has she fed the dog? Yes or no?
No.
She
haven't. She hadn't. No, she hasn't. No, she hasn't. Okay.
So if I ask you in the present, you have to respond in the present.
Okay.
Has she watered the plants, Antonio?
No, she hasn't.
Good. Antonio, ask a question to Carmen. About Lisa in the cartoon. Ask a question to Carmen.
Has she cleaned the kitchen?
No, she hasn't cleaned the kitchen.
She's a naughty girl, right, Carmen?
Yeah, that's it.
Carmen, let's ask a tricky question to Mr. Christian. Let's see if we can get him. What do you think?
What do you mean a tricky question?
I don't know. Something less obvious, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Christian, has this girl invited her friends for a party?
Yes, I invited.
No, we're talking about she. Has this girl invited her friends?
Yeah, yes. I can give of the positive answer. No.
Yes. Positive.
Positive. Yes, she was invited to the party.
Uh-oh.
No.
She was. Uh-oh.
No,
listen to Carmen's question again. Carmen, one more time.
Has this girl invited her friends to a party?
No, she haven't.
Yes,
but
she
has.
Yes.
She have invited. She have invited to the party.
Wait a second, Christian. Wait. She have or she has?
She has. She has.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's third person.
Yeah, she has. Sorry, yes, she has.
She has. Good. Christian, ask a question about Lisa to Jose. Any question you like.
Have you...
it's about Lisa. It's about the cartoon. It could be about Lisa, the girl in the cartoon, or it could be about the parents of the cartoon, but let's stick to that situation for a moment. Do you remember the cartoon that we read through?
Yes.
I'll go back if you like.
Yes. Okay. Have you watered the plant?
Have you? Wait a second. Jose is not in the cartoon. You're talking about Lisa. Has
the planted was no has a no.
Try it this way, Christian. Has she
watered? Has she watered the plant?
Very good. Jose?
No, she hasn't.
No, the plants are dying. Jose, a question for Lena.
Okay. Has she invited her friends to the party?
Yes, she's invited her friends to the party.
Good. And what would the short answer be, Lena? Just the short answer. Yes?
Yes, she has.
Yes, she has. That's it. Yes, she has. Lena, a question to Rebecca.
Okay. Has she voted? Has she washed the kitchen?
Has she not watered? Watered is only for plants.
No.
Has she
washed the kitchen?
Okay, that's good. Could you hear that, Rebecca?
No, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't. The kitchen is a mess. Okay, Rebecca, last question about the cartoon for Mr. Vincenzo.
Tell me about the dog.
Has the dog gone for a walk?
Has the dog gone for a walk? Good question.
Yes. I suppose not, because he has his leash in his mouth.
No, because he's waiting in the door
right.
with the lead.
That's right.
No, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't. Okay. So, by the way, the vocabulary word there is leash for American English.
Very posh.
Right? And lead for British English.
I'm lead.
Someone told me once leash is too posh and lead is, more common.
In the UK, yeah. But in America, if you say lead, everyone is going to think you mean a leader. Like the president leads the country or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, good
so
to know.
It's just U.S. English.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, here's the plan. I'm going to continue this on Thursday, and we're going to focus on a good overview of the present perfect. Today we were talking more about vocabulary. We're using the present perfect too, but we're talking more about vocabulary and things that you've done. Just to finish up the class, tell me something that you personally have done today. For example, I've made myself a cup of coffee recently. What about you, Vincenzo? What have you done today?
Yes, I have cooked for my daughter some fish in the oven. It's very simple. Yes.
You've made lunch for your daughter.
Dinner. This is lunch. Yes, you're right. Dinner.
Not dinner.
Not dinner.
Too early.
Lunch. Yes.
Okay, very good. And Antonio, what have you done today?
I have gone for a ride with my dog.
Go, went, gone. Say it one more time.
I've gone for a ride.
Oh, you've gone for a ride with your dog. Does your dog put his head out the window? Going for a ride in the car?
No.
The bike.
I have gone
On the bike?
The bike.
No.
On foot?
On foot.
Oh, then you didn't go for a ride. If you're on foot, you went for a walk.
Yes.
Ah, I've gone for a walk with my dog. Or I've taken my dog for a walk. Two ways to say it. I've gone for a walk with my dog. That means my dog is behind me, probably no leash. Or I've taken my dog for a walk. I'm holding the leash, and the dog is in front of me. Which was it for you? Was it?
I have taken my dog for a walk.
Ah, so you had a leash on the dog.
Yes.
Very advisable. Carmen, what have you done today? Nothing. Carmen's done nothing. Uh-oh. Whatever Carmen has done, she's still doing it because she's not free. Christian, what have you done today?
I have to help my...
No, not you have to. That's the future. What have you done in the past? What have you done?
Yes, I have. Yeah. I have. He has. Yes, I had to clean the house.
No.
No.
That is an obligation. I'm not asking you for an obligation. I'm asking you for something you really did. For example, Christian, I have cleaned the kitchen.
I have cleaned the kitchen.
You got it. What else have you done?
Yeah.
What else?
I have to.
No two.
I know. Yeah. I have washed the house.
Good. I have washed the house. Wow, that's a lot of washing. Houses are big.
I'm a housekeeper.
Carmen, what have you done so far today? No Carmen still. Oh, Carmen, we can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. Jose, what have you done so far today?
Okay, I've done exercise. Exercise.
Good.
So I've mopped the floor.
Very good. You've mopped the floor. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's get one from each of you. Then we got to stop the class because I'm a bit late. Lena, what have you done today?
I've joined Veblen classes today.
Ah, I've joined Verblin classes today. Good. You could also just say, I've done some Verblin classes. You don't even have to say join. You can say, I've done Verblin classes.
I've done Verblin classes today.
Big jump.
Carmen, what has your son done today?
He has played trumpet, but he's still playing anyway.
He has been playing trumpet.
Yeah.
He's still doing it.
I don't know why, but my screen keeps freezing. I could hear you, but I couldn't answer back. I don't know why. Keeps freezing all the time. Sorry.
At the end of the hour, sometimes the Hangout gets weird because I'm over
That's
time.
It. Okay. Sorry for it.
All right, we're going to stop here. I'll give you back in just 30 seconds for the next class, which will be Fluency Fundamentals, a vocabulary class covering different topics. Today's topic was, I'll tell you in just a second. Oh, I can't even remember what it was. Oh, it was all about time. Yes, time words. Coming up in just a minute. Stick around. Bye for now. Bye for now.
Thank you. Have a nice day all. Take care. Thank you for the class.
Thank you.